Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bobcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Rutgers offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's strong. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Weber. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weber. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Bobcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking your quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got real...
There he goes to the left. Inside the touchdown, State University of New Jersey. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The short hands, it's Williams. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bruno.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. It's Navarro. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Catch in the middle. It's Weber. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass. Rush is on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They try to pop a run on the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Raymond. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Makes the catch. It's strong. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside give. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Boise State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Fires it incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The inside handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. To the air, it's Navarro. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Gossett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
They'll run play action. Rifles it down the middle. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Navarro. Finds his tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. About to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Campbell. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away through the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Fires to the right. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. And they're not on the same page there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gonna run it. It's Campbell. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Navarro. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's strong. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got a little space.
Return is brought down at the 39.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
Will take over. First and 10.
Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Nice move there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give. Turning it on. He now has 80 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's done. Touchdown, Rutgers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw. It's Navarro. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Navarro. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So the 16-play drive, they are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He now has 91 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With the catch, it's Sheffield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.